Hello and welcome to the world where learning authentic English is easy and fun. Has this ever happened to you? You're speaking in English and suddenly you're realizing you're repeating basic words over and over again. Yes, no, sorry, thank you, okay. It's like these 5 words are stuck on a loop in your conversations. And while they get the job done, you're left thinking, I could do better. But how? Well, you're not alone. Even advanced English speakers fall into this trap. But here's the good news. In this video, we're going to help you break free from that repetition. We are going to look at fun, creative, and advanced alternatives to these 5 overused words so you can add variety to your conversations and sound more natural and confident in English. Whether you're learning for work, for travel, or just for fun, this video will make a huge difference in how you communicate. So, are you ready to take your English to the next level? Before we start, we kindly ask you to click on the subscribe button so you never miss out on all our free content and our channel can continue growing. Your support means the world to us. Thank you. Now, let's look at a word I bet you use a lot. And let's be honest, no is one of the first words you learn in English and maybe in all languages, but wouldn't it be nice to add a little variety to your responses, whether you're saying no politely or forcefully or even apologetically? Let's look at some fun and useful alternatives. So let's look at number 1, which is nope. This is probably the most common and informal way to say no in English. It's casual and friendly, and you'll hear it a lot in spoken English. Did you finish the report? Nope. Are you going to the party tonight? Nope, not this time. It's short, it's simple, and great for everyday conversations. Now, number 2. It's just a sound and it's nah. Nah is another casual way to say no, but it's often used to show a bit of hesitation, disbelief, and sometimes even a bit of disgust. So, do you want to try this weird looking soup? Nah, I'll pass. Or, do you believe this crazy story? Nah, that can't be true. So just remember, it's super informal and don't use it with your boss. Now, when you need to emphasize your no, you can say, no way. This phrase is perfect for situations when you feel very strongly about saying no and you want to express disbelief. Would you ever skydive? No way, that's too scary. Did he really win the lottery? No way. It's bold, it's expressive, and people will definitely get the message. Now let's look at another way, which is the 4th way of saying no, and it might surprise you, but English speakers often use sorry as a polite way of saying no. Are you free to join us for dinner tonight? Sorry, I can't make it. So you're not saying no, but it's another way. Can I borrow your car? Sorry. It's polite, it's simple, and it works in almost any situation. Now, number 5 is not likely. This is a softer way of saying no, but it still gets the point across. It's perfect when you are unsure about leaning towards a no. Do you think it's going to rain tomorrow? Not likely. The forecast looks clear. Are you going to try bungee jumping? Not likely. I'm not a fan of heights. So it's subtle, but yet very effective. Let's look at another way. Absolutely not. Now, you need to say no with some force. Try absolutely not or certainly not. These phrases are formal and also very strong. So, would you ever quit your job without a plan? Absolutely not. Can I borrow your car for the road trip? Certainly not. You are a terrible driver. These are great for situations where you really want to make your point clear. These are great for situations when you really want to make your no clear. Let's go on to number 7. And sometimes when you want to say no in a polite or apologetic way, you can say, unfortunately not, or I'm afraid not. These phrases come in really handy. So, for example, are you able to attend the meeting tomorrow? Unfortunately not. I'm booked up all day. Or you can ask your boss, can I have the day off next Friday? Your boss can say, I'm afraid not. We're short-staffed all day. So I'm afraid not is especially useful in professional and formal situations. We have another way of saying no, and it's if only. Now, this is a great way to say no while expressing regret. It's short for if only I could. For example, can you join us for the trip? If only, I've got so much work to do. Or, are you free to help me move this weekend? If only, I've already made other plans. It's kind and an empathic way to decline an invitation. And here is one more for you. If you're declining something like an offer, an invitation, or an opportunity, you can also say, I'll pass. It's polite and casual. Do you want to try this new spicy dish? Thanks, but I'll pass. We're going hiking this weekend. Would you like to come? I'll pass, but thanks for the invite. So it's simple, it's polite, and perfect for everyday conversations. So there you have it. 9 fantastic alternatives to saying no. By mixing up your vocabulary, you can make your English sound more natural and engaging. So let us know in the comments which one of these is your favorite. Do you already use some of them? Now, let's move on to no's antonym, which is yes. We all know this word, right? And I bet you can't even remember when you first learned it. But did you know that English has many alternatives to yes? And learners often stick to yes because it's easy, but let us show you some other fun ways to say it. So the first is yep. This is super common in casual spoken English, and it's informal and simple. For example, did you finish your homework? Yep. We also have a more common American English, which is yep, but is also used in the UK. It's another casual way to say yes. For instance, are you free tomorrow? Yep, I am. And then we also have yeah, which is probably one of the most popular alternatives. It's very casual and it's easier to say than yes. For example, would you like some coffee? Yeah, sure. Then we have certainly. This is a more formal way of saying yes and often used to politely respond to requests. For example, can you send me the report? Certainly. We also have sure. This is very common in American English, but also used widely in the UK. It's a polite and casual way to agree. For example, can you help me with this project? Sure. Then we have the classic, of course. This is another polite and slightly formal option. You might hear it in both casual and professional settings. For instance, may I borrow your book? Of course. Sometimes, instead of just saying yes, we can repeat part of the question to make our response more engaging. For example, do you like pizza? Instead of saying yes, you can say I do. Will you come to the party? Instead of saying yes, you can say I will. Have you seen the new Marvel movie? You can say I have. This is a fun conversational way to agree while avoiding the word yes. Did you know any of these? Which one would you feel comfortable using? Let us know in the comments. Now, let's move on to okay, which is super versatile. It can mean yes, it can mean I understand, it can mean that's fine, and so much more. But if you feel like you're saying okay a little too much, don't worry. We've got 5 fantastic alternatives for you to shake things up a little. So let's have a look. The first one, which is really funny in my opinion, it's also playful, and it's okie dokie. This is super informal and great for casual conversations. So if someone says, can you send me that file later? You can respond with okie dokie. It's friendly, it's lighthearted, it's even a bit silly, but that's why it's fun to use it. The second one is all right. Very common and straightforward alternative. It's almost the same as okay and works pretty much in every casual situation. For example, are you ready to go? Yes, all right, let's go. It's a great go-to when you want to agree and confirm something in a simple way. Are you feeling a little formal or fancy? Well, try using very well. This one can sometimes sound a bit serious or even like you're reluctantly agreeing to something. For example, can you clean up the kitchen after dinner? Very well, if that's what you want. It's polite, but it has a slight old-fashioned tone, which can make it sound unique. Now, number 4, this is a classic British expression. Fair enough is perfect for situations when you're neutral. You don't want to show strong positive or negative feelings. For example, I decided not to go to the party tonight. Fair enough. It's like saying, okay, I understand, but with a touch more sophistication. So there you have it. 5 alternatives to okay that you can start using straight away. Do you have a favorite one from this list, or maybe your language has some unique ways to say okay? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, now let's talk about Britain's favorite word, sorry. If you spend any time around British people, you know that they say sorry all the time. We apologize when we bump into someone, when someone bumps into us, or even when we haven't done anything wrong. So instead of saying sorry, you could try with I didn't mean it or I didn't mean to. This one is perfect when you want to apologize for an accidental mistake. It's a gentle way of saying, oops, I didn't do that on purpose. For example, I didn't mean to step on your foot, or I didn't mean it when I said your cooking needs improvement. It's especially useful when the mistake isn't too serious, but still deserves an apology. So if you've made a bigger mistake, this phrase works wonderfully to show that you're taking responsibility for your action. And it was wrong of me. For example, it was wrong of me to put your white shirt with my red socks. Now you've got a pink shirt. Oops. Or it was wrong of me to forget your birthday. I'll make it up to you. It's honest, it's direct, and it shows accountability. Another one is I was wrong too. Now, this is a great alternative to sorry when you're admitting to a specific action that wasn't the best choice. For example, I was wrong to eat the last slice of cake without asking you. Or, I was wrong to go to the concert without you, especially since it's your favorite band. Now, this phrase makes your apology more specific, which makes it feel also more sincere. Now, I should never have. Here is another alternative that works really well when you're reflecting on something you regret. It's perfect for those moments when you realize you really messed up. For example, I should never have borrowed your car without asking, or I should never have said those things when I was angry. This one is thoughtful and shows you're truly reflecting on your actions. Now, let's talk about a very casual and modern alternative, which is my bad. This is definitely an Americanism that has made its way over into the UK and other English speakers. It's super informal and works best in less serious situations. For example, my bad, I forgot to bring your coffee. Oops, my bad, I didn't realize we were supposed to meet at 3. So, however, be aware, while my bad is fun and casual, it's not always appropriate in serious situations. You can use it with friends or in laid-back environments, but not when you're, for example, apologizing to your boss or after you have made a very big mistake. So there you have 5 fantastic alternatives to sorry. These phrases can help you apologize in different ways depending on the situation, whether you're taking responsibility or reflecting on your actions or just keeping it casual. There's an option for every occasion. Which one is your favorite? Or do you have any other alternatives you like to use? Let us know in the comments. Now, let's talk about thank you, one of the most important phrases in English. But saying thank you all the time can feel a little bit repetitive, can't it? Lucky for you, we've got 6 great alternatives that will help you spice up your vocabulary and sound more natural and expressive. So let's dive in. So instead of saying thank you, why not tell someone they're amazing? So when someone helps you out, you can say, you're a star, or you're an absolute star. It's a fun and friendly way to show your gratitude. For example, you brought me lunch. You're a star. Here is another one. You're a lifesaver. Now, if someone does something that really helps you to avoid a big problem, you can use this one. For example, you emailed me that report just in time. You're a lifesaver. It's like saying that they saved you from trouble, and we all know how important that can be. Now, I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, this one is perfect for showing appreciation to someone who's always there for you. For example, you helped me fix the computer again. I don't know what I'd do without you. It's heartfelt and shows how much you value their help. Now, number 4 is I appreciate it, or I appreciate that. This phrase is great as a great alternative to thank you and works especially well when responding to compliments and kind gestures. For example, you're so talented. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's simple, it's polite, and it adds a touch of sincerity to your response. You shouldn't have. Now, you can use this when someone has gone above and beyond for you. Maybe they've done something special or given you a thoughtful gift. For example, you bought me flowers. You shouldn't have. Of course, you don't actually mean they shouldn't have. It's just a way to express surprise and gratitude. Okay, let's look at number 6, which actually is one of my favorites, and it's ta. It is very informal and it is a simple way to say thank you, and it is often used also with children. For example, ta for helping me with that. It's short, it's sweet, and we'll leave it up to you to decide if you like it or not. So there you go. In this video, we gave you lots of alternatives to yes, no, sorry, thank you, and okay. No need to repeat these words anymore. You have lots of different options. Remember, mastering a language is all about practice and perseverance. So keep watching, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we all grow as learners. And remember, as we say in English, practice makes perfect. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.